Today on Growing Idaho, we're answering another viewer concern from folks like you. In response to my many stories on the housing crisis, a few people said, hey, this could all be fixed with rent control. Now, rent control is when landlords cannot raise rent more than a certain percentage or amount. Sounds like it could help make housing more affordable, but it's nowhere to be found in Idaho. Why? Well, the answer is in Idaho law, which is right here on your screen. If you're thinking that's too long, I'm not reading that, no problem. Essentially, it says it's illegal in Idaho for cities and counties to impose rent control. Again, illegal. Now, the state legislature could potentially enact rent control for all of Idaho, but that's almost assuredly not going to happen anytime soon, considering they're actually passing laws that kind of go the other way. Just this year, they created a new law that prohibits city and county governments from regulating application fees and deposits for rentals along with the actual rent. Also, while President Biden, in fact, just proposed national rent control, there's very little chance of that plan passing Congress. So, rent control out of the question right now in Idaho, but the director of housing and homelessness for the Boise mayor's office, Nikki Hellenkamp, says there are other things they are doing. In fact, other local leaders can do as well still to make housing more affordable.
The reason we have our housing affordability issues is that we don't have enough housing to go around. And that's not just here, that's nationwide. And so our modernization of our zoning code was really an attempt to try to make it possible for more housing to be built in Boise so that we could meet some of that supply demand challenge. We also invest in affordable housing development. So making it possible for affordable housing to come online, for homes that will be affordable in the long term to people at Boise budgets. In addition, the city of Boise has done some work to try to make things a little easier for renters. Basic protections like saying if you make a complaint about something that isn't safe in your rental unit, your landlord shouldn't be able to retaliate against you for making that complaint. So those are some of the things that cities can do, and there's a lot more, of course, that we wish we could.
More they wish they could do includes rent control, but there are other things Boise is doing to help housing affordability. Take a look. They're giving financial help to low-income buyers through nonprofits like NeighborWorks and LEAP. They're also providing eviction prevention help. Now, the city of Meridian has done that as well. They're also cutting and sometimes even waiving city fees for affordable housing developments. They're also allowing tiny homes and RVs in some circumstances. And anything any leaders can do is going to help because rent keeps going up. According to apartmentlist.com, July rent growth in Boise was 0.9%. That's nearly 1% in just 1 month. That ranks in the top 20 for larger cities all across the country. More Wake Up Idaho after this.